And we're coming to you from the StubHub Center in Southern California as we welcome you in to the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. And I'm Jeff Lowry with APN Sports. Glad you could join us. Some of the best 8th grade football players and American Youth Cheer back at the StubHub Center. We're in Carson, California. Game time temperature 72 degrees. Beautiful day for football. Let's take a look at our team captains. The West represented by the white uniforms with the red trim. And the team captains for the West, number 3, David Justice. Number 12 is Trent Dott. Number 22 is Jack Plummer. Number 50 is Dan Jennings. And number 52, hard-hitting Tyrese Patane. For the East in the all-blue uniforms, number 7, Peter Bryant. Luke Corcione, the kicker, number 12, number 22, Tom Courtney, and 32, Letty Brown. It looks like the West will receive the opening kickoff. I had a chance to catch up with the AYF president, Mr. Joe Galot. Joe Galot, the president of American Youth Football, joins me. Joe, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
You know, you talk about this event, big success, I know, over the years. What does this mean to the players to come out here as 8th graders, 13 and 14-year-olds, and playing in a national all-star event?
I think it's an exciting experience for them, but it's also a compliment to the people behind the scenes, their parents who made it possible, the volunteers, the administrators, and, of course, the coaches who believe in them and had them recommended to become a national all-star.
How much does this play into their confidence going into high school and maybe beyond?
I think even more than confidence, it sort of sets the scene. It sets the stage for them to realize what recruiting is all about, what getting your grades academically to qualify is all about, and more importantly, just to have the right attitude going into your high school career.
American Youth Football is the largest football organization in the world, and, you know, I would imagine that a big reason why you guys are number one is because of the people that, volunteer and devote so much time to events like this.
We have a great team, starting from the grassroots, at each individual association, through the conference presidents, and then on up to the regions. We're really pleased with that, and our national office has really good coordination, great team efforts, which make these kind of events possible.
Of course, a special thanks goes out to the United States Marine Corps and the Semper Fidelis All-American Bowl, which will be played probably about 2 hours after this game, and we're getting set for football. The West All-Stars, Isaiah Wooden, and quite possibly the fastest young man on the field here today. There is Corcione, the outstanding kicker. And we're ready to kick off the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game from Carson, California. It's a short squib kick that'll be fielded near the 27-yard line and about a 6-yard return. Good coverage there by the Blue East team as they are led by a slew of players, including Peter Bryant, number 7, and a couple of others on the play. The quarterback for the West All-Stars is David Justice, and you've heard that name before. His father, the outstanding outfielder, longtime Atlanta Brave, also played in the World Series with the New York Yankees and played for a couple of other teams, and a tremendous major league player. And his son is getting the start at quarterback in our first play from scrimmage, the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. And it's a quick handoff over the left side. Not much going on there. A couple of yards on the play. They'll bring up second down and about 7 as you get a look at the defense of the Blue. They're led by 44 Nick Johnson and number 23 James Henry up front. In that defensive secondary, Tom Courtney, one of the team captains, number 22, and he'll have the assignment at the bottom of your screen. Second down and about 7, and the handoff goes, and what a play by Patane. Tyrese got in there with lightning-like quickness as he opens up things here and opening a can of you-know-what here in the second play from scrimmage. It's going to bring up a third down. Lose a couple of yards on a play, so for Tyrese, a tackle for loss, and now forcing the West All-Stars into a pistol shotgun formation here. And a false start against the West, and that's going to put them in a third and about 14. First quarter action, no score. We're coming to you from Carson, California in the StubHub Center. Last year it was the Home Depot Center. And now improvising is the quarterback and throwing on the run and making a spectacular play all the way down to the West 48-yard line. Unfortunately, he was out of bounds, but that was Keyshawn White who made a spectacular catch on the throw from David Justice. So the punting unit is out, led by Jack Plummer, who's also a quarterback back home, and the West All-Stars are 3 and out on their first possession. This will be about a 20, 22-yard kick, and it's going to be down. Let's see where they down the ball. They're going to actually down it at the West All-Star 47-yard line. So a short kick, and it looked like it may have been possibly deflected by one of his own players. So 7:34 left to go here in the first quarter. Our first look at the offense of the Blue East All-Stars. Outstanding tight end, 45, Anthony Mastroni. The quarterback is Alan Walters. Had a chance to talk to his dad during the practices as they hand off to Brown, and Brown is going to be stopped as he tried to bust it to the outside, and Dan Jennings did an outstanding job. He came out of nowhere to make the stop. Big number 50 for the West All-Stars. Up front, 75, Matt Trez. He'll lead the charge. It's going to bring up a second down after a gain of about 4. Handoff, and a nice job over that B gap, exploiting that and getting the first down. Very fast, Josh McKenzie. He was a running back and a safety, and he is down near the 30-yard line. A pickup of 9 yards and a first down. And there is the head coach, Tim Carrera, for the East All-Stars. Lou Montanaro is the general manager for the East. Handoff, running left. Another outstanding defensive play, Nicholas Del Aqua. 76 in on the play for the White West All-Stars, and it'll bring up second down and about 9 yards here after a pickup of a yard on the play. And now the East All-Stars come out in the I formation. We are scoreless, first quarter action. Here's the play action. Here's Walters throwing on the run. He completes the pass to the far side. It was caught near the 23, and then racing inside the red zone is number 41, Mickey Maldonado. And that'll be more than enough for an East All-Star first down. So they're grinding up some of that clock here in this first quarter. No score. Backs are in the I formation, and the ball squirts loose, and Walters very wisely, maybe like a senior in high school or a veteran, jumps on that ball, doesn't try to make a play there. As big 77, Mohamed Khalid, was in the vicinity there, and now it is second down and long. Second and about 11. Walters in trouble as he's flushed out of the pocket and now takes off with it on second and about 12, and he is going to run out of bounds, and he is going to be marked out at the 14, it looks like. So he picks up a good 4 or 5 on that play. It brings up third down and 7. Walters with a toss pitch running right. Here's Letty Brown. He was tripped up into the backfield, probably by his own player, and eventually will be tackled by Nicholas Del Aqua, who is one of the big leaders on that front line. And now it's fourth down and 7. And we'll see what Tim Carrera will do here, the head coach. He's assisted by Rob Fisher and Steve Abrahams and Coach Tress and Coach Henry. So fourth down and 7, and the pass is going to be batted down, but I thought I heard a whistle. Saw the athleticism there of Dan Jennings. And it's going to be offsides against the defense. So instead of a 4th and 7, you're looking about 4th and 2 here. 3-man backfield, and they try to run a counter here, and they coughed that ball up. And another fine job there by Kali'i on the defense. That'll be a turnover on downs. It was a nice drive, which started at the 47 of the West. They eat up nearly, and actually a little more than 4 minutes of clock, and here in the first quarter, we are still scoreless. So David Justice back out there, his second series at starting quarterback. He'll toss pitch as they run it right, trying to string this out on a sweep. And running out of bounds is the very speedy Isaiah Wooden. There's a look at Lawrence Lee. He is the head coach of the West All-Stars. Steve Marshall is the general manager and offensive coordinator. We got a stop and play. Gives me a chance to go over the coaches for the West. And I'll tell you, these guys did a sensational job all week. A lot of good one-on-one training. James McKinney from Gilbert, Arizona. Javon Holloway, Coach Berryhill, Coach Falk, and Coach Milton Balboa. Second down. And a quick handoff, and going straight up the gut, and that is Chalm Austin, 51, and he's up to the 22-yard line. So they'll move the chains. It's a fresh set of downs for the West All-Stars. Their second possession, the West nothing, the East nothing. As we approach the 2-minute mark here in quarter number 1, here is the handoff, and this time trying to go B-gap right. Looked like a nice tackle there. Let me see who the number is. It looked like 22. It was, and that's Tom Courtney stepping up from that corner spot and getting in on the tackle. Number 3, Josh McKenzie, one of the leaders on this defense. Second down, handoff, Wooten running left, and may have picked up the first down. They're going to mark him down at the 33, but a sensational job by Letty Brown, a solo tackle. And when you're dealing with the speed of Isaiah Wooten, you really have to – you got to make those plays sometimes. I mean, it comes down to one guy, and that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle. So a 3-man backfield, and they'll run a counter this time to the 40 – to about the 38-yard line. Good defense. Number 3, McKenzie. Number 44 for the Blue East All-Stars is Nick Johnson. So a pick up of 5 yards on that play, and it brings up a second down and 5. No score, first quarter action. Here's the handoff, and the ball squirts loose, and it's going to be picked up by the East. That's our first turnover of the game, and it was coughed up by the West. And about a 10-yard return by Mickey Maldonado. So Maldonado on the fumble recovery, and we got an injured player, and this is the last thing you want to see, and that's Keshad White, who made a sensational catch as we got 42 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1. Well, they attend to White. They get him off the field, and a short field here for Anthony Hicks, the quarterback, number 1. He did not start the game. He's in there on their second series, and he comes out firing, and he's got a man in the end zone, but they are ruling it incomplete. It was Mickey Maldonado on the catch, or looked like he may have made the play, and you see the versatility of Podney. He had to pick him up inside the end zone. So second down and 10, handoff, running up the gut. And wrapped up there by Dan Jennings, who is already in on his third, maybe his fourth tackle of the day. Big 66, Gabe Gallegos. And a couple of others in the middle there. Brings up a third and short yardage. And they go to Tom believe that was Tom Courtney. Yep, Tom Courtney, number 22, and he picks up enough for the first down. And that is the end of the first quarter. With the score, the West nothing, the East likewise. This is the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. And on first and goal from the 9-yard line, Letty Brown is into the end zone as he rushes it in, and the first score of the game belongs to the East All-Stars. And now out of the hold of Letty Brown, they will attempt a 2-point conversion with Luke Corcione. Outstanding kicker who is a very versatile player, plays quarterback, wide receiver, and defensive back, and his 2-point conversion is good. So our score, first play into the second quarter, 9:53 left to go here in the second quarter. It's 8-0 in favor of the West. On a 9-yard run by Letty Brown and a 2-point conversion by Corcione. All right, we're going to kick this one over. And Corcione will ground ball kick this one, a short kick that's going to be covered up near the 47-yard line. And a nice job by one of the sure hands players, and Jack Plummer for the West All-Stars. So they'll have a short field here in which to work with, their third possession of the game. The first two were commanded by David Justice at quarterback, but now Hank Bachmeyer is in there, the talented right-handed throwing quarterback. He's got 3 men in the backfield. In the very first play, squirts loose, and it looks like it was recovered by Peter Bryant, and it looks like the East All-Stars are going to take over on downs. That is the second turnover of the ball game, and both by the West All-Stars. So a heads-up play by Bryant. 9 minutes and 42 seconds left to play here. Maldonado of the East All-Stars recovered the first turnover of the game. That was a fumble recovery, and now Bryant here to start the second quarter. So the West All-Stars now trailing 8-0 here with 9 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here. And here is the quarterback, a new quarterback in Luke Corcione, as he goes with the bootleg to the near side and actually made something out of nothing, not before he is pushed out of bounds on a good solid tackle by Noah Neese, number 33, and he'll bring up second down. He picks up close to 3 yards on the play, second and a long 7. Backs are in the I formation. The blue team, the East, they lead at 8-0. They bobbled that exchange as the handoff goes to McKenzie. McKenzie, a tremendous speed burner. And he'll be brought down by number 52, Tyrese Pontanet. And I'll tell you what, Tyrese has been in 3 or 4 tackles already in this contest. So they move the chains after picking up about 9 yards on the play, and it's 1st and 10 from the 40 of the West. Handoff. Running to the right side this time and breaking tackles. Still on his feet is Tom Courtney. And Courtney's going to pick up another first down. Tyrese Pontanet again on the tackle. A gain of 14, and there's a timeout on the field with 8 minutes and 47 seconds left to go as we come back to live action. First down and 10 after the run there by Courtney of 14 yards. There was movement on the front line. Looked like that left guard may have jumped a little bit, moved just to trace, and that was Matt Trez. So it moves them back 5 to about the 31, and it's 1st and 15. 8-0 lead for the Blue. They have the ball, and here is Brown, who scored the game's first touchdown. He is inside the red zone, dragging defenders, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Well, that was an impressive run. Pontanet again with another tackle. They officially marked the ball at the West All-Star 13-yard line. That was an 18-yard scamper for Letty Brown, and it sets up a first down. Backs in the eye. They go to the tailback. This is McKenzie. McKenzie over the left guard and tackle, and he's got it down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line, and is going to be close to another first down. So now it is 2nd down and 1 for the East All-Stars, who lead it here 8-0 and looking for more. And now the quarterback on play action. This is Luke Corcione firing into the end zone, and Anthony Mastrani is into the end zone. A very impressive throw and catch, a 4-yard touchdown, and it's now 14-0 in favor of the East All-Stars. Of course, Anthony, the outstanding tight end for the East All-Stars. And now out of the hold of Brown, and Corcione with the 2-point conversion makes it 16-0. So a good job here by the East All-Stars as they have taken command of this game. Now we're ready for the ensuing kickoff. And this is going to go out of bounds. That'll be a penalty. So touchdowns by Brown and Mastroni. And a pair of 2-point conversions by Luke Corcione, who just threw a touchdown. And you're up to date. The East 16, the West nothing. You look at the defense, which has been pretty stingy so far. Second quarter action. And the second series for Bachmeier, and he will hand off. And what a fine defensive play turned in there by Peter Bryant for virtually no gain on the play. Might have got a yard on that one, but number 7 was all over it. And let's call it 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Doing the snapping honor, 72, Connor Mazzato. And a timeout. As you get a look at one of the most animated people you will ever meet, Steve Marshall. And Had a chance to talk to Steve Abrahams at length, and boy, some of the great one-on-one training that guy gives. He actually is a coach back in the Northeast. I think he said he's from Massachusetts, and he coaches actually not one, not two, but three teams. So the West All-Stars come out throwing the ball, and they find Wooden along the near side, and that's complete, better than 30 yards. And what a throw there by Hank Bachmeyer. They're actually going to mark him out of bounds near the 48-yard line inside West territory, but nonetheless, it's a first down. West, Bachmeyer showing a lot of poise in the pocket as it was closing in and threw a clean ball down to the 19. Tried to hook up with David Justice, the starting quarterback for the West. That brings up second down and 10. Lawrence Lee is the head coach of the West All-Stars here today. Back to pass. And a quick bubble screen out to the far side.